right. Everybody's going live. Remember, right? Finesse means you use your dex, not your strength.
Correct.
Yes. I believe it means you can
You can.
use your dex.
Yeah, you
instead
don't
of your
have to,
strength.
but you can.
Yeah, in
Only for certain weapons, though.
yes.
With the finesse, we're talking about finesse specifically.
Yeah, weapons now have that quality instead of making you take a feat,
Mm-hmm.
which is nice.
Want to be graceful with a great sword? You can dance with one of those.
So, you guys got dropped off by Zephyros, a few miles outside of Tribor here.
Aircraft
You
taxi.
Nope. You have traveled your way in, and you find yourselves on the outskirts of town. Down the Evermore Way there. I placed your tokens. The grid on this map, they didn't give us a map with a grid. And the grid right now technically is 2 times bigger than it should be, but it would just be too tiny if I made it smaller.
Gotcha.
So you're technically occupying 10-foot squares right now. But it's not of
Beasts.
huge importance.
Just trying to find our general vicinity on the map. That's what this is for.
Pretty much. So you guys are placed.
Hello? Drummer? Anyone? Hello? 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 I hear you again.
There we go.
That's
The
better.
hell? Okay.
Mike broke Discord.
For everybody?
Mhm.
He was trying.
He
to
is the
my
DM.
Blame it on me.
Spoopy.
All right.
You had just begun to explain. I get it.
How much did you guys hear?
We just been dropped off.
Oh, I heard all the way up to... No, yeah, that was right.
I was gonna say, what else did you hear? Because that was all I got.
So,
We're looking for
you
someone.
made your way into town on the Evermore Way. You are at the eastern outskirts of town now. I explained the grid. Did everyone hear that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Something about they didn't give you a map for this or something.
Well, they gave me this map, but there wasn't a grid on it, and there is no gridded map for this, so I slapped a
Yeah,
grid on
yourself.
top. And with the resolution of the map and the size of it, making the grid size accurate would be just way too tiny of squares.
So we're standing in
deal
10-foot
with.
squares. It's just to keep track of our general vicinity in the town.
So you guys are there on the Evermore Way on the eastern outskirts of town.
Is there anybody near me? Besides my party, that is. Any villagers out and about?
You see some random villagers down the road. There seems to be some activity all around the town. It's midday, so.
Oh.
What are we looking for again? The
We
trade
need to
post?
Find the shop. Yeah.
Yeah, I got this.
Deliver the bad news.
I will let you be the bearer of bad news, Clarice.
You don't have to move in 30-foot increments if you don't want. Tell me what you want to look for, or if you're stopping at a building, let me know if you want to check it out. I'll explain it to you. Just kind of tell me what you want to know.
Well, I'm looking for signs. So there should be
Signs
some kind of a
of...
sign. Well, a sign that says Lion Shield Costro Trading Post.
there was no sign that said that on even in Nightstone. There was the blue shield with the stylized gold lion head emblem hanging over the doorway.
Well, that's what I'd be looking for then.
Okay.
The sign.
So you're just going to walk down the Evermore Way towards the center of town looking
Yep.
for that?
Yep.
I follow
Okay. Is
him.
anyone else?
I will follow along.
I'm slow because I stopped to chat up any villagers that look friendly and actually ask them for the name of the place.
The name of what place?
I'm sorry, I give them the name of the place and ask them if they know where it is.
Okay. They'll tell you it's right off the main square in the center of town.
And I jog to catch up and pass on the
And,
info.
Clarice, you notice the sign on the
Oh, good. Let's go catch up with
large
Clarice.
building to your right.
And Clarius, I'm going to head to the local bar and chat up more locals or any possible adventures
Okay.
while we're in the area. At this intersection, I holler, anyone know the way to the local bar?
At which intersection?
The one I'm standing at.
Someone will point you to the building southwest of where Dave and Heather are. Actually, it's 2 buildings southwest.
I see it,
Um,
I think. This place.
nope, the one south of that.
The one I'm in?
No. The one you're at is just a simple farmhouse with fields out back. Rachel? Yes, Dave, that is the tavern. A tavern. Alright.
I'm gonna stay out in the square when Clarius goes in to talk to the shop owner. What's the
So,
Sorry, good.
Dan, you see above this building the polished shield emblazoned with the head of a stylized golden lion against a blue background.
Okay.
What are you listening to?
I'm gonna say, what's the building in the center of the square like behind us?
That is a kind of a tower. I believe it's only 2 stories.
So it's like a central watchtower? Or
A
the
little bigger than a
western?
watchtower. It does look a little ramparty, but it's not like a skinny watchtower.
Can I tell if
Garrison?
there's anyone on top of it?
On top of it, no.
I'm going to fly up on top and just kind of scout out the town.
I'm going to go inside.
And I follow.
All right. You are greeted by this man. He welcomes you to the Lion Shield Coster.
Sorry, should everyone see the...
Nope.
Okay,
Are you in there?
just wanted to make sure. Thanks.
He
Okay.
welcomes you into his shop. He says it's the Lion Shield Coster, and he asks how he can help you.
Well, I tell him who I am. So I'm Clary's Penchant, and I've traveled here from Nightstone, and I was told to speak to Aliestra Olgar. Aliestra Olgar?
He asks what business you have with Alistra.
I have news for her. Not good news. Tidings from Murak Ergay, who was one of the people that was kind of in charge of Nightstone.
He says, "Oh, news from Nightstone. If you'll wait here, I'll send for her."
Of course.
Thank you.
He kind of walks off into the back of the shop.
What do we got here? What's the shop look like?
I'm keeping both eyes on Raven.
So up front looks like a pretty simple trading post. There are provisions, trail food,
Ooh.
animal feed.
Okay. Remind me to stock up on rations while I'm here, Clarius.
Good idea.
Anything interesting on the walls or anything interesting that's not
No.
nailed down?
Not particularly, just foodstuffs.
Okay, cool.
There's an open doorway off to the left. So you guys are in that front building,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's that little walkway to the back building. Do you see that on the map?
So, like, we're
Yeah.
here, and the guy went this way?
Yes.
Okay.
So there's kind of an open French doorway, if you will, to that catty corner, to the slanted part of the building.
I don't like the French. Destroy the doorway.
Well, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait right here. Right, Raven?
Sure. Clarius, whatever you say.
Right there, he's only gone a couple of minutes, and he returns with Alestra. He kind of turns and heads back to the back after he brings her out. He doesn't hang around to snoop on the news or anything. I have no portrait for her, unfortunately.
I'll use my imagination.
There you go. So she comes out and kind of again welcomes you to the Lion Shield Coster. She asks who you are. She says that what's his name? North. So you assume that's the guy's name. She says, North told me that you had news for me from Nightstone.
I bow and say, yes, greetings. I'm Clarius Penchant, and this is Raven. And we traveled here from Nightstone on an errand. We were sent by Murak Ergay, and I'm afraid we have some news for you. They were attacked, and your ex-husband Darthag, he died, unfortunately.
She seems a little caught off guard by the news. It seems like she seems a little sad. She's not really torn up or anything. best you can tell, sorry, they weren't like they didn't end on a bad note. They weren't estranged or anything.
Right.
She says, "What happened to him?"
Best we can tell, so the town was attacked, and a large group of the people in town fled the town, and he was amongst them. And they were captured by goblins
Nasty
and
little
ogres.
creatures.
And while in their cave, which is where we tracked them and found them, he died, and that's
It was not
unless
pretty. We will.
unless you want detail, it's the
We were
best I
not
can
in
say.
time to save him. I'm sorry.
She seems intrigued when you say that Nightstone was attacked. She says, "Who would attack such a frontier settlement? It's not like they had many valuables."
Have you seen the flying castles?
According to the
Flying
guards,
castles?
according
She
to the
seems
surviving guards, there was a flying castle that dropped stones on the town, and that kind of left them open to attack. And when we got there were goblins and wargs that were raiding the town. Also, a group of Zentarim showed up at some point, and
Trying
then
to
another
take
group,
it over. Ah!
and a group of orcs. So it took a beating.
When you guys are describing the flying castles, she kind of has her eyebrow raised. You can tell
I know,
she's
right? That was my thought too.
Skeptical. She thinks you guys are pulling her leg
Hey,
or something.
I didn't
Wait.
believe about the flying castles either, so I took a ride in one.
After you say about the wargs and the Zentarum and everything, she's like, "Well, that's quite more action than I ever saw while I was there." It was a very quiet, honestly dull town.
It seems like it
Middle of
should have
nowhere.
been. It seems like it should have been quiet.
Hopefully it is now
She's,
for a while.
puzzled as to why it became such a hotbed of activity recently.
You and me both.
Well, further rumor is that there's some problem amongst the giants, and this may have been a giant or giants that led the initial attack. For what reason, we don't know.
She says there have been rumors around the northern towns recently about some giant incursions.
Oh,
She
really?
says no one's really confirmed any reports. There's nothing official news-wise, but there's been murmurings of tribes of hill giants and such kind of coming to life recently.
Hill giants?
Yeah,
Hmm.
hill giants.
Wonder if the cloud giant hierarchy has anything to do with hill giants or if they are separate.
No, they're according to Zephyrus. It was there's some intertangling there of different species of giants. They all function as one society, and so the fact that they're acting so disparately is kind of a problem.
Usually a problem for anything smaller than them.
Exactly.
Once again, we are very sorry for your loss.
She thanks you for your concern and thanks you for traveling all this way to bring her that news.
Didn't take too long flying in the cloud giant castle.
She is very surprised at that. She goes, "Excuse me?"
We encountered a cloud giant on our journey to head this way, who was friendly, amicable, and
Some
felt
spiritual
that he
mumbo
needed to
jumbo.
help us. Yeah, he felt he needed to help us, so he brought us this far.
Which is why I firmly believe in the whole cloud giant city throwing rock thing.
She says, few mingle with giants and live to tell about it.
Yeah, it was a close one, actually.
She says you lot should count yourselves lucky that you were so fortunate.
Oh, no, I meant that
she's
people have tried
she's
to...
a little skeptical that you met a helpful cloud giant.
Well, he suffered for it. He was attacked twice. Nearly. Luckily, we were there.
She says, you're more than welcome to have a look at their wares if you're in need of anything. She says if you're planning to stay here for the night or longer, there are some inns around. There's also the campground to the north. She says if you want to set up tents, camp there if you will. It's usually used by caravans traveling through the town, of which there aren't any at the moment. So you're welcome to board there yourselves.
Okay, thank you. Do you take anything, or do you purchase goods? We have some things we need to sell. If you don't, can you point us in a direction where we could sell some things to?
It depends on the wares. If it's something we could resell in this area, we're open to purchasing at a fair price. But being a small town so secluded in the north, we don't exactly have a market for everything.
How about some chainmail?
Yeah, she says they can find some use for that. There are a lot of guards in this area. There's a company that runs caravans to Waterdeep that hires mercenary guards a lot, and she's sure that they can find customers for that type of merchandise.
Okay.
Do you know...
we have 2 suits to sell.
Do you know of anyone that can identify magical liquids?
She says she knows of someone. She says she's not sure that she would recommend going to him. She wouldn't trust him personally.
Well, now you have my curiosity piqued.
Might be a little dangerous for you. There's a mansion just on the north side of town. There's a wizard that lives there. He keeps to himself. Honestly, it's kind of a strange place. There are stone beasts that swoop down and harass passersby. She says most of the townsfolk avoid the place.
That sounds like fun.
I'm sorry, what is the place called? Mike?
It's just the Wizard's Manor.
Somebody's talking at me. Okay, where was this?
It's
North of town.
It's north of town. She says the mansion was called Boar's Rest.
Okay.
And you said you had 2 suits of chainmail to sell her?
Yes. We have one in the party, and I'm carrying an extra one.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I only see one in the party thing.
Yeah.
Would you be interested in buying gems? Or is there a jeweler in town?
She would gems are basically currency, so like you could exchange gems for currency just like at a cashier. It's not
Yeah.
like sale merchandise.
Oh, well, we have 2 gems that are worth 100 gold each. Unless they're required for someone's spells, we could exchange them for actual money.
Yep.
Yeah, she would charge probably a minimal fee
Because then she'll have to turn
for
around and
providing
do
you
the same thing.
coinage. Coinage is just a more universal currency than gems, but they're roughly equivalent value.
Ah,
So she'd probably charge you like a 2% currency exchange fee.
not bad, not bad.
Okay. Then I also have 2 great axes.
She says she could find use for those, same as the chainmail. If you want to drag from your inventory onto the party sheet, I can.
You'll have to
Like
change
this.
for the chainmail. You'll have to change the number because if I drag, I'll lose both things of chainmail. I think, won't I? And I need one to
shouldn't.
wear. Okay.
You should not lose both, it should drag one. I have a sore on my tongue and it's annoying the piss out of me.
It's not going. I drag over and it doesn't do anything.
Character sheet.
I can change the quantity that I have, but I can't. It doesn't seem like I can drag it over.
Yeah, that's fine. Just change your quantity down 1, and I'll change the quantity on the party sheet to 2. That's easier.
Okay. Yep.
And see
And
if
then
you can
drag
see
great
if you can
axe.
drag great axes over. 'Cause those aren't already on there.
Nope. Didn't go.
Make sure they're not equipped.
Oh, that might be a problem.
I'm so smart.
No, didn't make a difference.
No? And you're not dragging it from your attack sheet, right? You're
I
dragging.
drag it over. You're dragging the shield to the party sheet inventory tab, right?
Dragging the shield. Oh, on the right of
shield
the side of the
icon?
thing. Oh
Yeah.
no. Okay.
'Cause
I could just drag one more.
that way.
Oh, there we go. Sweet. Okay.
So
Do you
2
have
great
daggers
axes.
for sale? I kind of threw mine and never grabbed them again.
She says she's sure she can find a couple of daggers. She kind of waves you guys to the back half of the shop
Ooh.
as she turns and follows through the same path that North took earlier. Are you guys gonna follow her back there?
Yes, please.
Okay.
As you cross into the other building, you notice adventuring gear, armor, and weapons in this part of the shop.
Sweet.
I start examining any leather armor that I see, looking for an upgrade. As well as the daggers, if there's any.
Okay. Let's see. Now, when you say you're looking for an upgrade to your leather armor,
I do have
you're looking
leather. I
for
would like
something
some studded, please.
You would like studded. Okay. She does have a suit of studded leather.
Yes.
It would be 45 gold pieces.
Gladly.
So, splitting. So let's see.
You're
So
gonna pay her 45 gold pieces. Here, I can actually drag it to your later.
Where did you put it?
It is in your inventory.
Oh, yes. And would she care for my old armor? I don't know how much it would be worth, but I'm sure someone could use it.
Did you already deduct 45 gold pieces?
Not yet. Because for some reason I don't have 25 gold pieces. Why don't I have 25?
Yeah, I thought you guys had more than that.
We have 187 gold pieces.
that's amongst
all
the
of
whole
us.
party.
feel like I had more than that. Hold on. Can we give her a gem?
I only have 29 gold right now, so
How do we only
First-
have so little? We have been given gold.
we didn't find that much coin, and we haven't sold anything yet. So let's sell some stuff, then you can buy some stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
I only have 42 and I'm a noble.
True,
So
true.
you
Okay.
will keep in mind you owe her 45.
Yes.
Everything's said and done. So she has 2 great axes and 2 chainmail. She's buying from you.
Yep. And then the copper flagon, the dented jug.
And leather armor.
Yeah, you can add leather armor to that. The gemstones, the gold ring, the jar of cloves, the tinderbox.
Tinderbox. Gold ring, you said. Dwarven
Yep.
helm you're selling too?
Yep.
Okay.
Not sure how many dwarves we see around this area, but I'm sure it could be useful.
Are you guys selling the jar of cloves too?
Yes. Unless someone wants to try hand at being chef.
And then she'll offer to buy them at what equates to 50% of the market value.
That's
Which is
fair.
standard.
And then the gemstones she would offer to buy at 98% because of that 2%.
I think that's fair as well.
Also fair. What's that? 196 gold?
Yes.
I have a feeling that I can kind of just. Nah. Yes.
Did the
we're good.
gold ring get bought at 98%, or was that only 50%?
That was at 50%. Okay, a couple of these items are not automatically selling, so I'll have to manually adjust this. So 329. Wagon, delete. Pose is actually it's 5. Okay. And the Dwarven helm doesn't have a value, so let me look up. Five gold pieces by default, so 330, 16. Alright, are you guys distributing this to your party members evenly?
We're distributing it between the two of us right now. We will
Yeah.
buy necessities and divvy it up.
That would be the hope. Also, but what about Rourke and Ryan? Are we worried about splitting with them too, or
Uh,
DM?
I think we should
I know,
only worry
that's-
about the 6 people that are here whenever
It's up to you
that
guys.
day happens.
Well,
They're not on the party sheet right now, so they wouldn't get the even split. You guys tell me what you can do, want to do, because right now I can press the split button and it divvies it to all the party members, which are the 6 people playing right now. If you guys want to spend from it first, we can do that. If you guys want to split it just between you two, we can do that. You tell me what you're doing with it.
I guess go ahead and split it evenly among the 6 that are here. That should at least give me enough to get my armor. That's all I care about.
Dan, yeah?
The people that aren't here are at a slight gold disadvantage, but they're also
Yeah.
not spending money on supplies while they're not here.
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay, I'm splitting it between you 6.
There we go. Much better.
So
Okay.
now, Raven, take 45 out of yours.
I cannot do. There. I am now down to 32. Yes, my armor class is a 17. I'm not so squishy. Considering it was 15.
Alright. And what do you guys do?
I'm gonna buy 10 days of rations.
And I'm going to look at daggers and rations. Do you have any,
Day of rations would be 5 silver pieces per.
Yeah, so it should
So
be 5 gold.
5
to
gold
do
or
that.
50 silver for 10.
Can I buy them while I'm at the bar? Do they actually have preserved rations here?
It'll cost a little more.
That's fine. I'm here chatting people up and looking for things to
You
do.
You can get kind of a travel meal for 6 silver pieces a day.
Cool. I'll take 8.
Go ahead and just adjust your own money and number of rations. And how
Don't
do
you need arrows or something, Raven?
I do. I need arrows and possibly some crossbow bolts. I'm not sure. I'm picky.
Oh, you didn't get the daggers yet either.
No, I need daggers as well. And I will buy 8 rations.
Okay, go ahead and adjust your money. Daggers you can get for 2 gold pieces apiece, and she has
4 gold.
6 daggers available.
4 gold.
13.
And 5 silver. Okay. And then dagger. She has
2
6.
gold. Yes.
2
2
gold
per dagger, and she has up to 6.
I will get 4. And put them in various places on my body.
I'll buy 1 pack of arrows of 20 arrows.
2 gold. 8 gold. Oh, 20. Perfect. Okay.
While I'm in the bar, I do a performance, some fire eating.
Arrows are 5 copper apiece.
I almost set myself on fire.
Should be 1 gold for 20. Is that correct, or is that not correct?
1 gold for 20.
Ooh, the same. Yes. Also doing that. Where's my actions? I can pretty much replenish this. Wait, one. I only need 15, so that's what?
1.5 silver.
1.5
silver, 5 copper, or
Perfect.
15 copper.
I'll do 15 copper. Because I think I have some copper. I do. So that would leave me with 11.
Hey Mike, while I've been up on top of the guard tower thingy, have I noticed anything around the square? Does everything look to be pretty normal? I rolled a 17 perception.
You don't notice anything striking.
Okay.
It's a town.
Do you have any crossbow bolts?
Yes.
I will
have
take
some
20.
crossbow bolts. Okay.
Okay.
those are
A
5
gold.
copper a piece, so they're the
Same
same.
thing. And then I go here and I set this to 21. Clear that. Because I had one extra, so.
I'm going to restock my arrows also and get some rations. What was the cost of rations?
5 silver per.
And what's the conversion silver to gold?
10 to 1.
So you can get 2 rations for 1 gold.
Okay.
Is there any more studded leather armor?
Mm, no.
No.
I inquired if she might have any potions of healing.
What, me?
No, the merchant.
Oh.
Yes. She has 1 available.
How much is it?
Let me see. She would let that go for 60 gold pieces.
That pretty much wipes me out.
And actually, she says you guys might want to check with the town apothecary.
Ah,
He might be able to identify some of your potions as well. She's not sure if he has health potions.
Where might his shop be?
why did you not direct us to the apothecary instead of the crazy wizard?
The apothecary is not quite as
Magically inclined, we'll say.
yes, he's kind of a simple herbal remedy kind of apothecary. She says he might be able to identify some basic salves and things, but complex arcane potions he probably would not be able to assist with.
Gotcha. Thank you.
He can be found just up the trail to the northeast of here.
The first house?
No, it's there's a to the northeast of that, of where Arrow's going.
Okay.
Like directly north of that little patch of kind of dirt roadway open area.
This house?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna poke my head out. Scorn, you need anything?
Nope.
Okay. I put that armor on right in the shop. I was like, yeah. Made sure it fits.
Did you drag your old leather armor to the party sheet?
I did. I gave it to her to sell.
Okay.
Are there more rations?
Yes, they're well stocked on foodstuffs, so you can
Okay.
buy.
I'll
Whatever rations
take
you want.
I'll take 10 days of rations. So that would be 5 gold pieces.
1 gold for 10 days, I think. Or no, it was
It
5
is
gold.
5,
I'm
yep.
thinking of arrows. Never mind. Yeah.
Yep, it's 1 gold for 2,
Just-
so 5 for
Just
10.
deduct 5 gold and increase your rations by 10 days then.
I'd like to address the merchant and ask where else I could buy studded leather armor.
She says there are 2 smithies north on the long road. You might check with them. She says there's the Foe's Hammer Forge, Foe Hammer's Forge, sorry, and Uldenath's Arms. She warns you that their prices might be a little higher than you're used to seeing. They do quality work.
How much higher?
She can't say. She doesn't buy from them. She just knows that they kind of cater to the well-off.
Nod and walk off in the fish direction.
I'm going to go see what kind of trouble Clarius has gotten into. I ask her to point me to the tavern that people would be most likely to point out.
They'd be most likely to point out.
Yes, I don't know if there's multiple, and I want to go to the one that Clarius went to. Or not Clarius, Marcus.
Marcus went to the one south. You guys saw him head south. She says there are a couple different taverns around.
Okay, I will go to the one that Marcus went to. Whee!
How much exploring do I have to do to find these shops?
She had sent you north along the long road. So if you just follow that road, the large road north, they are the 2 next to last buildings up there.
Oh, so like
So you'll be-
to the right on the
So they are. Hold on, let me just accept that to get rid of the pointer. Up there.
Okay, cool.
You'll see the signs very clearly tell you that those are smithies.
You said these 2 little ones up at the top?
No, the 2 that you're right next to, that you're right between.
Oh, gotcha.
The one to your right is kind of like crossed swords. They seem to be a little more weapon focused. The one to your left seems to be a more general smithy. They have armor, they have weapons, shields, that kind of thing.
Gotcha. I'll go into that one. And just say, I'm here to inquire about studded leather armor.
You are greeted by this guy. He says, "Aye, welcome to my shop. You say you're after some studded leather?
Yes, sir.
I'm sure we have some. Give me just a minute." He kind of looks you up and down, sizes you up, and then heads into the back. And let's see. He will return with a very well-made studded leather set for you. He says it would be 55 gold pieces.
I'll give you 50.
Roll a persuasion check.
Damn it.
Wow, that was some persuasion.
Oh, yeah.
Persuasion?
Uh-huh.
She went to lean on the counter, like all important, like, and she misses the counter.
He says, "You might want to clean your ears. I said 55 gold pieces."
Oh. And in my mind, I consider just killing him instead of paying him 5 because he's being so disrespectful. I begrudgingly
He says,
lay 55 gold pieces down.
Okay, he says, "It's quality work, we guarantee it." So, let's see. Go ahead and subtract the 55 from your value. And I added studded leather to your inventory page.
Sorry.
You want to
Don't
make sure
want
you
to
go
do
there
something.
and change the carried to equipped, so that and unequip your other armor, so that it applies to your AC.
Wait, you already did that, or I need to?
I added the studded leather. You'll want to change your equipped.
Ah. What? Okay, you go. And I'll just leave with like a slight raise of my chin before I walk out.
He says, "Have a good day. Don't let the door hit your arse on the way out."
He is poking a drow. That is not a very smart, whatever he is, person.
I'm surprised he's even selling to her.
So in the shop, they don't have any weapons in there, do they? At all?
In what shop?
The main trading post.
I
They
have
have some
found some
weapons.
Do
daggers.
they have a rapier?
Yes.
Ooh. Can I buy it?
Arrow, what are you using right now? A warhammer?
A warhammer and a scimitar, but I have better modifiers with finesse weapons.
Scimitar.
The rapier would cost you 25 gold pieces.
I will. Then can I sell her my scimitar?
Yeah. If you drag it onto the party sheet, she would offer to buy it for 50% of its value.
Party sheet. The inventory section.
Yeah.
Sorry for the boring buying, selling interactions going on here, stream. It's got to happen.
We need our day in town.
Right? I need my day on the town, man.
Why did
People
Jack
not
have all
trying
my
to kill
stuff
us.
over there?
Us just talking.
What, Mandy?
How's it going?
Oh wait, no, never mind.
I could fireball that
Okay.
merchant shop to the
If you
ground.
scroll all the way down to the
Thank you for
bottom of
not.
party inventory, I put weapon in front of them, so I don't know why.
I can't
You
hear
didn't
everything
drag
over
anything to the party
Marcus's
sheet.
drum thing.
No, that's a freaking donkey outside
Oh,
making
right.
fun of my music.
Sorry.
Cowbells.
I'm gonna kill it.
Which section of the inventory panel should I drop it into?
Of the party sheet inventory. Just
I'm there, and I dropped it
On the top right. Parcel items.
into that one.
That's the one.
I wasn't sure which screen was the inventory.
Top right.
The shield.
Oh, the shield.
I just told Dave this.
Keep saying me.
Dave, Dan, one of
One of those D names.
Okay.
D names.
So,
Huh.
so 50% of that cost is 25. So I only owe half of.
you. It's 12.
So I owe 13 for the rapier then.
Well, you owe 25, and then he'll just give you 12, because that's just easier.
Okay, so it is.
Just change it.
Yeah, because I was basically gonna trade in the scimitar and then pay the difference for the.
Take the gold down.
Okay. Okay. Upgrade. In here, Clarice. You want to go check out the apothecary, Clarius, or do we need the cat first?
No, we should check out the apothecary.
Okay. Back over here.
Dan brought up a good point. Rachel, I don't think you have proficiency with that armor.
Oh, I don't?
Check your skills.
As a sorcerer, you'd have none.
I can't wear it at all?
No, I
No,
don't
you'd have to
think
take a feat that allows it, which I'm not sure. Can you even take that as a feat, or do you have to have the class?
No,
Class
you
that
can
allows
take it as a feat, I believe.
What does that mean?
Like when you hit level 8, you can, instead of increasing your stats, you can take a feat, which there are many to choose from, and one of them is like light armor proficiency or medium armor proficiency. Like the prerequisite for medium armor
Oh, yeah,
proficiency
lightly.
is light armor.
Yeah.
If
Lightly armored.
anyone can put on a suit of armor or strap a shield to an arm, only those proficient in the armor's use know how to wear it effectively, however. Your class gives you proficiency with certain types of armor. If you wear armor that you lack proficiency with, you have disadvantage on any ability check, saving throw, or attack roll that involves strength or dexterity, and you can't cast spells.
Fuck this.
Ooh, ouch.
So I just wasted money.
Probably arrange a refund.
This is true.
Or if you wanted to eventually wear armor, you could look towards that feat. But that's up to you.
What's the crowd like in here, Marcus?
Well paying. Winks at the DM.
Wink, wink,
Have
nudge,
you-
nudge.
Have you rolled any other performance checks since that last one?
No, I've been trying to time it so that I'm not like Just taking up.
Spamming it
Yeah.
because nobody paid for that last one.
Ha.
All right, you managed to make.
I lit the candles in the chandelier.
You what?
I'm using my fire performance, so I lit the candles on the chandelier.
Your fire performance?
Yeah, I'm a fire breather.
Okay. You get 10 copper pieces.
About that well.
I'll be right back.
I'm not really here for the cash, you silly cat.
Can't hear you. Busy.
Okay.
I guess I will enter the apothecary now.
I wasn't saying you were here for the cash. That doesn't mean I can't be.
I'll also go in the apothecary.
All right. As you guys walk in the category or apothecary, what category? What the fuck am I thinking? You're greeted by an older human, not like very old, but he welcomes you and asks, "What can I do for you?"
Well, we're traveling, and if you have any in stock, we might be interested in some health potions, but we were also curious at what skills you might have in identifying potions or objects that may have a magic touch to them.
He says he's very versed in salves and poultices, and he could take a look at your flasks, see if he recognizes them.
I'm going to go ahead and make my way out of the tavern now.
Health potions, he says he does not have any of those right now.
Do you know of any other place in town where we might be able to find some? Or are you the only supplier?
Excuse me. He says he's not a common supplier of those, and he says that the Lion Shield Coster sells adventuring supplies, so they would be the most likely source of them.
Okay. So is this potion for identification in the party sheet what we need identified, I assume?
I think you have 2 in there that you need identified, right?
Well, one,
Yes.
one is listed for use, not for identification, and the other is listed for
I just wrote that in because it was blank,
Oh, okay.
so I didn't want to sell it when I was selling everything else, so I just wrote something in there, I think.
Okay.
He is able to identify one of those.
One. A potion of healing. Look at that.
The other one he does not recognize.
Okay.
I'd like to buy a healer's kit from him.
While Clarius is shopping, I'm going to use detect magic as a ritual on the unidentified potion, just to see if I can detect the school of magic it is in.
Dan, he will sell you a healer's kit for 6 gold pieces.
Would you be willing to sell it for 5?
Roll me persuasion.
Ooh, look at that performance check there, Marcus. It's even better than your last one.
Yes, he agrees to sell for 5 gold pieces.
Okay. Justin.
Mandy, your detect magic, if you focus on it, you know it's an enchantment magic. Your mic is off.
I said, can you label it like that in the party sheet, please?
For identification, parentheses, enchantment.
Thank you.
Scorn, what are you actually doing?
I don't know. I felt left out.
Just dancing in the field? Like a hippie?
I don't. I am humming to myself.
Okay. Marcus, you can make another 5 copper.
Sweet combo lizard performance.
They don't call me Lizard Lips for nothing.
Perhaps I should get a healer's kit too. That's useful.
Healing's overrated. Steal the life of your comrades.
Don't tell that to a healer.
That's how all the Dark Lords do it.
What about some holy water? You got any holy water here?
Yes. He actually has 4 vials of holy water.
For full price?
Let's see. 30 gold pieces a pop.
Okay. Clarius, you think it's worth the cost to pick up some holy water right now?
No,
Okay.
not at that price.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just scanning through the item list to see if there's anything else I want to ask for, but I hope no one else needs anything from the apothecary, because no one seemed to follow us. Okay.
Out of character. The rest of us aren't healers.
There could be other stuff at the apothecary. Okay. Okay, well, thank you for your help, sir. You wouldn't happen to know of anyone else in town or the nearby area who might be able to help us identify this other potion?
He'll kind of give you the same story.
wizardy person.
He mentions the wizard up on the ridge, but he wouldn't suggest going there if he were you.
Why do you say that?
It's just a dangerous place. People avoid it.
The place itself is dangerous, or the wizard is what makes it dangerous?
Yes.
I head to the town square and asked to be directed to the best weaponsmith they got.
They will point you up the road to the same place Rachel had gone to. Both of the Oldenath's Arms and Fohammer's Forge are the two larger buildings at the very north of town.
One of the ones, like, this one here.
North on the long road.
All the way north, like way up here.
Yep.
Which one's the weapons?
Both.
Oh.
The one on your right seems to just have weapons. The one on the left has weapons, armor, and shields.
Specialize.
So as you are entering that shop, you are greeted by an older lady. She says, "Welcome to my shop. Please
Hello,
have a
dear
look
lady.
around. We make the finest weapons in the 10 towns."
What do you got in the finesse bracket?
In the finesse bracket, gotta actually look up what all weapons are finesse. I know rapier,
Rapier, scimitar.
short sword.
Scimitar is not finesse, I don't
Scimitar is
think.
not finesse, is it?
No. You let Dave use it as a monk weapon, though. As an exotic sword. But it is not finesse.
Thank you for reminding me.
Weapons table. All right. Scimitar is finesse, actually.
Oh, well, never
It is-
mind.
It's just like a short sword, except it's slashing instead of piercing.
I thought it did a D8 instead of a D6.
Nope.
No.
Rapier's the D8. So, finesse includes a whip, a short sword, scimitar, rapier, dart, and a dagger.
Marcus, do you have hand crossbow bolts?
Do I have what?
No,
What kind of crossbow bolts?
he does not. Nobody
Oh,
has
yeah, he-
encountered a hand crossbow or hand crossbow bolts.
No,
Yeah.
I have a hand crossbow,
Yeah, he has a hand crossbow.
and I'm out of hand crossbow bolts. It's actually
You need
one of the things I need to get.
Proficiency to use a hand crossbow.
Are you sure?
I've been looking up rogue often enough.
It's
I
a-
should know.
It's a martial weapon.
You were just wrong about scimitars, so try again.
Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm wrong again.
I mean, you need weapon proficiencies to use weapons.
But if he has martial
There-
weapon proficiency, he should be fine.
Yeah, weapon categories are usually fairly broad, though.
Okay. I thought the hand crossbow was more exotic than that for some reason.
It's
It's
a
just
martial
martial.
ranged weapon, so it falls into ranged martial or martial.
Oh, that I think it's just rogues don't have proficiency, so that's why I was because
But
I needed
neither
a
do
feat.
monks. They have simple and short swords.
Oh, I do have proficiency with hand crossbows though. So
I thought I did too. 1 second. I thought I took something that gave it to me.
your path maybe?
I don't see it under your proficiencies, actually. You have simple weapons, short swords, glaive, rapier, longbow, and whip.
Well, that sucks. Sorry for using it earlier. I only had 3 bolts though.
I was gonna say, I don't think you got much out of it.
I do need darts though. I'm gonna resupply on those. How much?
So,
for-
when you ask her for finesse weapons, after I told you what are you actually asking her for? Because you can't just walk up to a shopkeeper and say, "What are your finesse weapons?"
Anything of quality that might be better than what I have, but I don't think she has. That's better than what I have. Unless it's
Are you like
magic.
telling her rapier, scimitar, short sword?
Yeah.
Okay. She does have a rapier available.
Just a regular rapier though.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I already have one.
Raven,
I
you,
need
Ra-
darts.
Raven, you have a light crossbow, don't you?
I do.
Maybe you and Marcus should trade crossbows.
I think we should. We'll speak about it later.
She currently only has 2 darts made.
I'll take them.
They would be 5 copper apiece.
All right. And how about that whip? Do you have a whip in here?
Only in the bedroom.
She does not have a whip.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like these stats anyway. The weapons in this just are not as.
But the whip is also reach and can pull.
Yes, 5e dumbed down the weapons on purpose to keep things reined in. Basically, you can flavor weapons however you want to the most similar. They give you enough form factors that you can just call a weapon whatever you want and pick the closest stats.
Yep. And remember, like I said, the whip is reach. And good for tripping.
Cool. All right, well, you have a nice day, lady. Night. I go across the street and have the exact same conversation for
Alright.
short-bladed weapons. The dart to sword variety.
He has a short sword. And he does have a whip.
But does he have any darts?
And then, yes, and then does he have darts?
He has 7 darts.
How much for those?
Same price.
I'll take them.
Which was 5 copper pieces apiece. I'll be right back.
Eep. Sorry.
Okay, there we go.
I gotta be right back too.
If he asks, I'm taking the whip.
You're taking the what?
The whip.
Okay, good.
Anyone else doing anything?
They were waiting for you.
Dave said he would also like to purchase the whip.
How much is it?
How much was it?
Two gold pieces.
2 gold. Is that okay?
So does anyone want to check anything else out at the town?
No, I start to wander around the square, just staying available for when you guys reconvene.
We're mostly reconvened.
I think I'd like to go see if we can find this wizard's manor.
Sounds like a plan. Did you say it was north?
Yes.
Okay. I'm up for that plan. So are we ready?
Where are we going now? Sorry, I
We're
was
going to
taking
go
it.
find the wizard.
Oh, we're off to see the wizard. Haha. The wonderful wizard of Tribor.
You flying up there, Mandy?
Just moving up that direction.
mean, are you taking the road? What are you looking for? Are you flying there?
But I will fly there.
We're looking for a wizard.
Yes.
I do my best to keep up with the cat. She's clearly having fun outpacing me.
Zoom.
Where is
So
this
you guys
guy?
just wandering north along the road, or
Looking for gargoyles.
looking for gargoyles?
Yes.
You notice a manor directly west off the road from where you are.
Ah.
This place.
Stone gargoyles perched atop.
Era, wait! Era, no!
What do you want?
Did you not hear him when he said that they attack?
I didn't move anywhere. I stayed
Your
on the road. still.
icon is all the way up at the front door.
Marcus moved her, I think.
Oh, I
Oh.
clicked on her.
I did not
Yeah.
move myself at all.
Because
I
when he
was-
said right here, her movement appeared on the map.
Okay,
Yeah,
there
that
we go.
confused me for a minute. I'm like, I
That was
didn't
my
do
fault.
that.
I was
I need
confused.
to. Why am I moving another 40 feet? Why am I unclicker? There we go. I didn't hear any of the warnings. I just heard you guys talk about going to see a wizard, so I'm straight up the hill.
It can be
Oh.
dangerous.
What?
Okay. As you're heading up the hill,
Dangerous.
you see two of the stone statues on either front corner of the manor animate and swoop down over your head. They pretty much give you a buzz.
Oh, okay. I take 5 steps back just to show I'm not there to be, feisty.
Are we rolling initiative or?
And I holler at the house, "We're just here for a visit."
Don't even know if he could hear you from here. That's almost.
I know how to communicate.
So you're just gonna yell up the house.
Yeah.
Who has any rolled up newspaper?
You see, roll a perception check.
Marcus or all of us?
Marcus.
Not bad.
That was a performance check.
Damn.
Yeah, that's not bad for a performance check.
It's right next to it.
You see a figure in the second story window of the front of the manor kind of peering out from the curtains.
I wave.
Marcus, what the hell are you doing?
Second story. He's in the window. You want to talk to the guy or not?
I mean, obviously.
You see the curtain kind of ruffle closed.
I don't see anyone. I don't know what you're talking about.
I wait patiently with my eyes on the gargoyles.
Are they just sitting there? Are they hovering there? Are they?
They would have flown back up and perched on the corners of the house.
Okay, so it's right there on that ridge, I think. When you stepped up there, it activated them, and then when you step back down, they turned off. Maybe if we come at it from different directions, one of us can get to the door?
That sounds dangerous for somebody.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna just approach slowly. No weapon out. Shield up, but no weapon out.
Scorn, you gonna join the
All right.
party?
As you are approaching the manor,
Sorry, I'm not talking to Alyssa.
you see someone appear at the door. And he'll tell you to hold where you are.
I do hold, and
He appears to be a human. A little older. He's dressed in glowing robes.
Dumbledore!
He says,
Sorry.
"What business have you here?"
I bow and introduce myself. I'm Clarius Penchant, and we were told in town that you might have some skill in identifying potions. We have one. We were wondering if you might be able to do that.
He says, "Why would I spend my time doing such mundane things?"
Because you might enjoy it.
Money!
We're not gonna pay him to identify one freaking potion.
He says, "I don't take enjoyment out of providing charity."
I didn't say anything about charity. Maybe there's something that we could do for you.
How about we not be yelling at each other?
I mean, that's some pretty sexiness right there.
Ooh, snapsicles.
Just hope he swings that
Wish
way.
I could get a natural 20.
I rolled
He
one
says,
when I hit you.
"What use could you, shabby lot, be to me?"
Does he not see my clothes?
No, you're down the hill from him. He sees a paladin and a bird. Are you climbing up a 30-foot hill?
Yes.
Your clothes are going to be shabby by the time you get to the top.
Well, perhaps it was a mistake to come here. They advised that you were more skilled, and maybe that's not the case.
"Oh, I'm more skilled. I'm more skilled than many.
I don't see it.
I frankly don't concern myself with what you see."
Well, if you want to miss an opportunity, that's
I see no
your
opportunity for
prerogative.
myself.
Opportunities come in many shapes and sizes.
A cute proverb told by those of little value.
Do you
Nah,
value
it's-
knowledge?
He's afraid to embarrass himself, probably.
Do you say that out loud?
Yes.
You're answering for... I'm talking to Dan.
Oh.
Did he say that out loud?
Probably.
Sure. He seems pretty harsh. I mean,
He
he
says,
wasn't interested
"Careful
in
who you insult while you're standing on their property." And you see the gargoyles start to animate again and peer
You
down at
guys
you.
suck at talking to people. Just want you to know that.
Well, he didn't go for a 27 persuasion when I asked him if there's anything we could do for him. So I don't think there's anything more we can do here.
Do you value knowledge, wizard?
He seems a little put off by that comment. He says, obviously he's well versed in knowledge beyond any of your means.
That's something he said.
Yes.
I lower
Okay.
my cloak and let him see what I am. As you can see, I'm not from here. Perhaps the story of my tale would interest you in enough to allow us to take some of your time.
Roll a persuasion check.
Where is persuasion? Why don't I have it down there on my
It's
skill?
by
list?
perception.
No, I know that.
And performance.
He says he's aware of your people
Hmm.
and has little interest.
Figured.
Well, maybe the apothecary will be interested in this pixie dust then.
You are not bartering my pixie dust.
He's unfazed.
That's fine then. I put my hood back up and I just say, come on, guys. Let's just go. There's nothing to be had here.
Literally nothing.
His
Okay.
gargoyles are still
Like flexing.
jeering at you as he returns into his mana.
But he seemed
I'm
fun.
going to fly and do a. Oh, he moved me already. Do a little loop of the front of his territory before I head off. Just as a.
Meh.
Fine, don't play with us. I can fly too. Stupid gargoyles.
Pretty much just like buzzed the front of his house.
Hey, kitty cat. You got a light crossbow, right?
I do.
Want to trade me for a hand crossbow?
I do. I almost like purr the words. Yes, please. Put it in the party inventory. We can trade it like that.
Party inventory.
Right, so as you guys are wandering around buying and selling various goods, performing in taverns, it's waning through the day. It's starting to get towards the evening.
Was the bar where Marcus was at earlier, is that just a bar or is that an inn also?
The one where Marcus was at.
Yes.
I wonder if his
That is kind of just a tavern. They don't really have rooms.
Okay.
I'm wondering if his sentries are proximity based or if they would need to see. Debating on testing this wizard's prowess tonight.
I run back to the both weaponsmiths to buy them out of any crossbow bolts they might have.
Meet up at the tavern.
Okay.
The inn, I mean, not the tavern, the inn.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I will ask someone in the town which buildings are inns.
The first place you're pointed towards is the large building across from the apothecary. They
this-
tell you it's called the North Shield House.
This
House.
place?
Yeah.
Okay. That's an inn. Do they have a bar in here also, I assume? Or just rooms?
Um, there is a small bar and dining area on the first floor. Most of the rooms are on the second floor. It's not busy. It's more for guests of the inn
Okay.
to eat and relax.
Well, I will talk to the innkeeper. Get rooms for our party for the night, and then buy myself a drink at the local bar.
That
Who wants to save money and split a room with me?
is the innkeeper. She
Okay.
tells you she keeps standard rates for rooms
And what's standard rate?
and meals.
10 silver a night or something like that. 10 copper.
In stay per day, modest 5 silver pieces per night.
We want to do 3 rooms and buddy up?
Arrow, would you like to split a room with me?
Sure.
Kitty cat.
I have a feeling if we put the drow and the snake in the same room, one of them is not going to come out alive.
All right.
Add some intrigue.
I just feel like that I have that feeling in my fur, like,
I think they'd get along the best.
you think? Okay. We'll see what happens then. That would be interesting. Where is the page for... I
So
don't...
Do you want to take...
I'm not there yet. I'm still waiting on my crossbow bolts.
You can find. I mean, how many are you looking for? You can find a pretty sizable amount of crossbow bolts between the two places.
I mean, I've only had 10 up to now. I'd like to have more like 25, 50.
Yeah, that's doable. 5
Alright.
copper pieces apiece.
Alright. So 50 times 5. 50 copper.
Okay, so inventory. So for splitting rooms, one person will do 2 silver pieces, the other person in the room will do 3.
Or you can do 2 silver pieces, 5 copper pieces
Oh, we
each.
could do that.
Is this a
for-
modest inn?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so
2 silver,
everyone-
5 copper per?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. See you me, Marcus.
Bam.
Bam!
Is there anyone else who happens to be down in the bar area, or just the innkeeper?
There's a couple other patrons kind of drinking by themselves.
Okay. Well, I'll ask the innkeeper, but not in a volume such that I'm talking to her, but other people around can kind of hear the conversation. He's like, so what do you know about the wizard up in the mansion up there?
She says not much. He keeps to himself. He doesn't really consort with the townsfolk much. She says he used to be an adventurer, and he retired and took over that manor on the ridge.
Must
She
have took
says
an arrow to the knee.
a few weeks ago there was some commotion. There were thunderclaps heard from the manor and flashes of light. And some horses were stolen and a stable hand murdered.
Was that
Ooh.
near the manor where the murder happened?
Yes. It was on the north side of the square.
Interesting.
Is
Who was
the,
murdered?
local law looking into it?
They've looked into it, but they have no evidence, nothing to prove. The wizard's not talking.
Have other commotions such as this happened since he has retired to the area?
No, that's been the first mishap. He's never been sociable, but he hasn't caused problems in the past. And she said the gargoyles have been a recent addition since that night, and they've been harassing travelers. She says she believes the militia have tried to talk to him about reining that in, but she doesn't think it's gotten anywhere.
Well, I mean, the gargoyles didn't do anything until we were on the road up to his manor, so if villagers or travelers are walking up there, then that's their own fault. The main road is far
She
enough
said-
away.
She said it happens on the main road, too.
I'm wondering is why a wizard would retire to this town. Doesn't seem like there's much going on.
Yeah, well,
Some-
maybe he wants some isolation so he can do things.
Did he have any connection to this town before when he was an adventurer?
She doesn't know. She doesn't know him from before, so.
Has anyone successfully visited him?
No townspeople that she knows of.
So people have gone to his manor.
She doesn't know.
Okay.
It's secluded enough that he could have people coming and going. They wouldn't know.
Okay. We'll go ahead and pay 3 silver for a nice meal tonight.
Same.
Yep.
Gonna double up, actually.
Double rations.
Just go ahead and subtract those from your sheets.
Hey, Marcus.
Hmm.
I dare you to sprinkle some pixie dust in there before you eat it.
I normally will take a dare, but considering where we got this pixie dust,
No? Was worth a shot.
nice try.
What is it with all of you and squandering my big?
What is it with you and saying my pixie dust?
I'm the sorcerer.
I don't care.
So lucky.
And I'm the warlock who talks to demons. Who are you? And why should I care?
Are you going to use it for your spells? Because right now Clarius has it. What?
I said, or to kill us in our sleep.
I don't think pixie dust will kill us. I mean, one can hope. Wait.
One can help.
One can hope that it won't. That's what I meant. It didn't sound like that, but that's what I meant.
While we're eating, I'm gonna ask the innkeeper if they've had any other troubles in these parts or if the town has seen mostly peaceful times as of late.
She says they haven't had any real trouble around here. The militia keeps the town safe. She mentions the 12 as the militia. She says there have been some reports from the greater 10 Towns area of some raids kind of in the frontier towns.
Any
Some
outlandish?
rumblings of hill giants and barbarian tribes.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
I'm
Well,
kind of confirmed that we've been hearing the same sorts of information. You know, with what happened in Nightstone? Is that it?
yes.
And from what we heard from Zephyros, so I don't let across that it was a cloud giant we were traveling with and gleaning this information from. Have you heard of any specific towns or areas that have been being hurt the most by the turmoil that's going on right now?
She says not really. Like no town is. I mean, she says they've been scattered raids.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. I'm going to finish my meal and drink, I guess, and head to bed.
I'm looking around at like the doors and if there are any windows, if they're locked. I'm subtly walking around the room and checking them.
Like the downstairs?
Yes.
I head up to the room, drop my backpack, and crash.
I mean, there are windows around. They're not locked. They're shut right now.
Okay.
There are a couple doors in kind of the back where the kitchen would be, and behind the bar area. You couldn't really just casually meander
No, yeah,
back
no, I
there
can't get back
without
there. I
being
wasn't trying to.
noticed.
I'll follow Marcus up to the room. Does my room have a window?
Yeah,
Is it latched? Or closed?
it's closed.
I'm going to open it. Why do I have salt and pepper shakers on my person?
Because you like to season your food.
I guess so. They're really fancy. I don't remember where I got them. Oh, never mind.
So you guys all just bedding down for the night?
I am actually going to see if I can't. Do you think I could get down to the ground from the window from here? With an acrobatics check.
You could try. You're on the second story, so it's not terribly far.
First, let's do this. Oh, that's barely. That's not very good.
You stealthily tumble.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
You fall with a very quiet thud.
You take 2 damage. Falling to the ground.
Stupid freaking. Did I do that right?
Yes. You have
Okay.
2 wounds.
I left my backpack in the room, but I have my weapons mostly on me. Except for... What did I leave?
So were you waiting till dark,
Yes.
till nighttime to go sneaking out? Okay.
Yes.
And were you sharing the room with anyone?
Marcus. Let me know if you want me to move in slower increments or anything.
Just move at your pace for now.
Okay.
As if you're taking turns. So you're not taking the dash action and you're moving at regular speed.
For
right now,
stealth,
right?
yes. Correct. What do I see? Oh, I don't see jack or shit. Okay. Fucking horses. Hmm. Are there any windows on the ground level?
There are a couple, yeah. They have curtains drawn over them.
Probably warded too if it's a smart wizard. Hmm. I'm going to pick a window. and poke it with my dagger. Very gently.
Just poke the glass pane,
No, like the frame.
just the wood.
The frame around it, yes. The wood.
Roll a stealth check.
Crappiest roll ever. Great. Apparently I fumbled.
Probably as you were pulling out your dagger, it did the little sheath sound. And you were like right up under where these statues would have been. So, roll initiative.
Hmm.
All right. Which one is this?
Does that say Gargoyle 14?
Mm-hmm.
A gargoyle will come swooping over top of the roof from the opposite side of the house. And as he is flying by you, he will try to bite. And he misses.
Shit.
And he will also swipe at you with his claws. As his bite misses and he's still flying over top of you, his claws will rake you.
Reaction to take half damage.
Right. Go down to 6 wounds then. What's that from?
It's just one of my reactions. It's one of my new abilities.
It's the-
Uncanny dodge.
Gotcha. Alright. And then it is your turn.
Disengaging. That is my move. So disengage action, move action. First off, let's do this. This. So that is my disengage. Right there, that is one move.
Disengage isn't a move.
Oh, disengage is the
Disengage
action.
takes your bonus action.
Right, bonus action. So I
Because you're a rogue.
correct.
That's. I don't think you need a specific archetype to get that. That's just a rogue thing.
Yep. So I'm disengaging, so he doesn't hit me. And there's one move and trying
It's a
to.
half a move with your.
Well, no, because this is doubled, right? The grid is
So
twice.
that's half of one move with your feline agility on. That you have 30 feet drawn out right now.
Right, but isn't it technically 60? Because these
Yeah,
grids are.
I'm moving them as if each grid is the same though.
Okay, so then there's one, and then I'm gonna try and lose them. And hide again. What the fuck? Why are you failing me?
Let's see. Right, it is your turn again.
Well, that was
Run like you
disappointing.
stole.
Yeah, I wish I had. 1, 2.
Alright.
Oh, wait, that's... Can I climb back in the window?
On your next turn, you can try to make a climb. Athletics or acrobatics? Yep. You scramble up the side of the building and the window. Make a stealth check.
What the fuck? What the fuck? You fucking die!
Marcus is snoring in the bed.
Sawing logs.
Fine, I'm gonna at least do something productive tonight. I'm gonna try and figure out which room Clarius is in. Brother.
Who was all sharing rooms?
I'm sharing with Clarius.
Yep.
Okay, and then are Scorn and Casimir.
Yeah.
Gotcha. How are you searching, Raven? Are you just sneaking open the doorways, looking for him?
If they have keyholes, try and look in keyholes. If not, then try and
There are no keyholes big enough to peer through.
I wasn't paying attention when Era went up to her room. Yes, I will sneakily be opening doors. Let me know if you want me to roll a certain number of stealth checks or whatnot. If I could keep that 28, that would be ideal.
The first door that you open up, you see Era and Clarius, actually.
Oh,
Roll a
lucky.
stealth check as you open that door.
Swear to God, dice.
Give me a second.
Oh, right, there's like a passive
Era.
perception thing, isn't there?
Yeah.
Forgot about that. That's cool.
Era, you are awoken by the creaking door to your room opening.
I sit up and... How big is this room? Do I have room to, like, flare my wings?
You can't fly, but you can spread your wings open.
Well, yeah. I want to do, like, startle whatever is coming into the room.
Speak into your mic, not at me, because I'm already getting an echo.
I keep turning around to look at him because he's my husband and I love him.
I know that feeling.
So, being startled and woken up by a creaking door, I sit up.
It's not. So, you're not startled in the sense that you're like.
You heard
not
it.
A sudden.
Wants to.
Okay.
It's not a sudden like loud noise woke you up. You're more slowly brought awake.
Oh, okay. And then I will kind of lean myself up on my arm and look towards the door. Is there a light out in the hallway or is it dark?
It is dim light at best. There are low lit candles in the hallway, but do you have dark vision or anything?
I do not.
Okay.
I thought you did.
I do not.
Interesting. Okay. Oh well, you are an eagle, so.
Yeah, she doesn't.
I rolled a perception check to see like if I could make out her shadow in the dim light or the shape of her.
You see a silhouette at the door.
Can I
You can't
tell it is
that
a?
it's her.
I can't tell that it's her.
Smite it.
I lower my hood very slowly and I put my finger to my lips.
Raven. What are you doing?
I fell out the window.
How did you fall out the damn window?
I was
Um,
practicing.
Dan, roll me perception as they're having this conversation.
I'm not too concerned with him staying asleep.
I
right
know.
now.
That's why I was
Dan,
whispering.
you
that-
are now woken up by the bird talking to something.
And
What?
why are you sneaking into our room at?
Because I needed you to heal me, and I didn't want anybody to know. Thanks a lot.
Really? You were coming in here to get healed
Yes.
and not to pickpocket us?
No, why would I do that?
What is going on?
I fell out the window and I hurt my ankle. I need Era to heal me.
Why were you falling out the window?
Because I'm a cat.
I thought cats landed on their feet.
Exactly. I hurt my ankle.
Also,
All
wouldn't
right.
have just sleeping overnight have fixed your ankle.
Well, let me see.
Well, it's bleeding, and I don't want to sleep in it, and I wanted it healed to sleep. And you're not
It's-
even here, Marcus. Shut up.
It's,
Yeah, you're snoring.
Wait, you fell and your ankle is bleeding?
I sleepwalk. I'm sorry. I sleep sneak.
Out the window?
I got them. Are you going to heal my foot or not?
She's lying.
Well, I'm happy to heal your foot, but I want you to tell us what you were really doing first.
Insight.
Roll deception, Heather.
Oh, so close.
Yes.
So close.
You don't buy it.
So close. Era buys it. Barely,
No.
maybe?
No, she doesn't buy it.
Because is
'Cause
it...
You're
yours
trying to
basically
beat-
is the DC and hers is the check.
That's
to
what I
beat
thought.
your
Okay, so
DC,
yeah,
And
okay.
she met the check.
Raven.
Neither of you two buy it.
What did you get yourself into tonight? Did you go back to that manor?
Maybe. Well, now that we're already about that, can you heal these gargoyle scratches too? I was trying to just kind of bundle it all into one without saying anything. But I tried to go mess with the wizard because he was a dick. But the gargoyles saw me.
By
'cause
yourself. What did you think you were going to do by
Last time I tried to sneak, Clarius made a giant target of himself.
But we were nowhere even close to be able to come after you if something were to happen.
I'm fast enough I could run away.
Okay.
And you ruin my stealth. Usually. No offense. But plate armor or armor in general and sneaking are not good ingredients in pie.
Okay, hold on a second. Where are we?
I figured I would catch you and get healed and then just go to sleep because I failed. And now I also failed to steal the pixie dust.
Oh, the pixie dust.
There you go. You're healed.
Thank you very much.
I stick my head into the doorway behind the shouting
I
cat.
actually did max heal on you, so I hope you had some pretty bad damage done.
What was that, Marcus?
I said I stick my head into the window behind the shouting cat. Thank you for waking me up.
I didn't wake you up when I left or when I came back. I'm sorry that they had to decide to spot me.
How about we wait until the morning, go talk to the local law, and get permission to go kick the wizard's ass?
Because they're not going to do that when he's a deterrent as much as he is a hermit.
Do you really think they expect him to protect the village?
He's... Gargoyles might do something. I don't know. Either way, I'm sorry, I'm tired, and I'm annoyed. So I'm going to bed.
Me too.
Thank you for healing me.
You're welcome. Stay in your room. Get some sleep.
Back to it.
I crawl back into bed and go to sleep. I have a spell slot to get back now. And I can untarget Raven. Okay.
Alright, if no one else is up to any antics through the night.
Hey, my antics spice up the game.
Your antics might also get you killed at some point.
That's true. Curiosity
need-
killed the cat.
I need a new map whenever you have time. My internet.
Yeah, I saw you get booted. There you go.
I presume I wasn't robbed while
No.
No, the cat failed at stealthing into the room.
Alright, so you guys sleep through the night. You gonna wake up in the morning, get breakfast in the inn before you set out anywhere?
Yeah.
A meal sounds good.
Yes.
Food.
And Claire, you want to go talk with the local, well, whatever counts as a sheriff around here, and see if they have anything on the old wizard.
Yes.
Alright, so it's 3 gold pieces, or not 3 silver pieces per meal. Again, if you guys want to eat at the end.
That's per day.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yum.
Okay. I ask the innkeeper where the constable or sheriff or whomever is in charge of law in the town is.
She says the Lord Protector has an office in the tower in the middle of the square.
To the mini castle.
Oh, that weird thing. Okay.
Out of character. Can I just say baby hippos are the cutest freaking things on the planet?
They're so cute.
Totally not scrolling Facebook while we're doing this.
Alright, so you guys just gonna kind of go up and knock on the door?
You okay?
Yes.
Is that ankle still bothering you?
No, I'm fine. Thank you.
You are greeted by this stocky lady. She says, "Greetings, travelers." She introduces herself as the Lord Protector of Tribor. She asks if you need any assistance.
Greetings, Lord Protector. I'm Clarius Pension, and my group of companions. We're curious about the wizard that lives in the manor north of town with the gargoyles. We've heard rumors that they've been causing problems.
Ah, yes, Hyeth. We've had some complaints. So far, it's just been harassment. There's been no damages done. Some of the townsfolk are becoming wary of him. They're afraid to pass by the place.
What about the murder?
She says that there's nothing really solid to pin him to any wrongdoing there. There was some disturbance seen coming from his manor. Some horses were stolen and ridden out of town at haste that night, and we found a stable hand murdered the next morning, but he was there in his manor, so...
Hmm.
Did you
She
suspect he
said
did that?
she's had some meetings with him about the complaints that she's received from his gargoyles, but he knows that he's not breaking any laws, so she's fairly constrained as to what she can actually do.
Has he
It's
reported anything
just in the
stolen?
mornings. Nope. She says he keeps to himself. He doesn't really. He's a private man. What did you say, Mandy?
I was gonna ask if they suspected if the murder was the wizard, or if it may have been someone from outside the town, since horses were stolen.
Since the horses were stolen from the place and ridden out of town while he remained in his manor, there's nothing to suspect that he was behind the murder. Surely he was involved in the situation somehow, but
You haven't been able
We're
to
on-
get him to.
yeah, he won't
Discuss
talk,
anything.
and we're on thin ground as to what we can get from him.
And how long ago were those attacks?
About 3 weeks.
Hmm.
Seems like he might be involved in some trouble that could affect the town at some point, should that trouble decide to make an appearance.
I'm trying to think.
Cricket.
Oh yeah, is it morning or daylight again?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
he
guys.
ate breakfast.
It was daylight by the time you guys were eating breakfast.
Okay. Just wondering. The ambience.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Is there anything that you need help with?
She says not really at this time. Things seem to be in good order.
I want to share with her the news of what we've seen and done, just so she's aware of things that are, it's good to know the news if you're law enforcement. So,
So like about Nightstone and such.
yeah, Nightstone and the Giants and
And the dwarves.
Yep.
And the freaking criminal activity on top of all that.
And the
Evil Air Prince.
Evil Air. Yeah.
Okay. It's a lot to take in, and she says Nightstone is pretty far away, so she's not overly concerned with the events there. Are you telling her? So when you tell her about the Prince of Evil Air, how much are you divulging?
The fact that he tried and failed to recruit
Our giant friend.
a cloud giant.
But that they likely had recruited others.
She says, you have a giant friend?
Yes, as we were headed back northward away from Nightstone, we met a giant who seemed to feel that we could help them with problems they were having, and he wanted to help us, so he brought us within the vicinity of this town so we could get here faster.
Said it was our fate.
She says that she wouldn't put too much stock in a giant friend. She says they generally don't concern themselves with humans and
yet this one
sister
did.
races.
Well, I think he felt that we had some common goals. I wouldn't prescribe him as a close friend or anything, but
More like
he assisted us.
An acquaintance.
acquaintance with interests aligned at the moment.
She thanks you for the information. She asks you if you've been treated well in town. She kind of reiterates where the inn is located, where the tavern is. She mentions the campground to the north. She says if you need any assistance or have any troubles while you're here, you can contact her or any of the 12.
Those gargoyles are getting... They're just very annoying. I cannot see how the town tolerates them as they do.
She says all I can do is advise people not to trespass.
Well, I guess that's true. What is that symbol on your jacket?
She kind of pulls her jacket over it a little bit. She says, what do you know of it?
What do I know? I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
She says, it's an old family crest.
Is it really, though?
No.
Interesting.
Wait, did you say is it really though? And then he said no after your
Correct.
insight roll? Okay.
What? Are you trying to sneak?
No.
That's us. See? There was my proof right there. See? Perfect example of why I didn't bring you along on my super secret stealth mission. That failed. Well, thank you very much for your time.
She nods. Retreats back into the tower.
Can I roll to figure out what that symbol is? Yeah, I have no idea what that would be. Because I think I know what it is out of game, but I don't know what.
Yeah, roll a history.
Okay.
You two recognize that it's a harp. You know that there is a kind of shadow organization that's actually good aligned. They work to kind of keep order.
Okay. As we're walking away, I let people know that she was lying about the crest and what it is. Just in case it's important later.
You guys do anything else?
What's that?
You guys doing anything else?
Trying to figure out what to do next, really. We were dropped off here,
Do you
we
want to
delivered.
try to talk to the wizard again and just inquire about the events that went on?
We already did.
No, he's not gonna talk to us.
Okay.
The only way I think he will talk to us is if we break the law and kill his gargoyles and barge into his house.
Yeah, basically you'd have to have him at the end of a sword for him to talk about anything. It seems like he was pretty adamant.
Clarius was as charming as it gets yesterday. He couldn't break through that cold wizard's art.
Nope.
And I was not as stealthy as I could have been last night, so I didn't figure anything out.
So, as you guys are kind of meandering around the town square,
Boobadoo. Boobadoo.
a rider gallops into the square. You see he is clad in what appears to be guard armor, and he rushes into the tower.
Wait, what?
Do you
Maybe
rush
we
to the
are.
guard tower? Where do you rush to?
Into the tower.
Into the tower.
Okay.
I'm still leaning against the wall inside.
Yeah, before you guys really got off anywhere. Did you say inside?
Did we not get inside?
We were stopped at the door by her.
I mean, you knocked at the door and she greeted you. I didn't
Okay,
think
I'm just
anybody
leaning
went
against the wall.
inside. Okay. And he closes the door when he goes in.
Raven, do
Crack
your stealth
it
thing.
open. Cracking the door open. Wow, that's so much better.
All right. Roll me a perception.
Somebody else be listening, please, for the love of God.
And you crack the door open, but at the door with it cracked open, you don't see anyone in the immediate room.
Okay. I don't see anybody there, guys. I don't know where he went.
Should we go in?
I stick my nose to the crack.
Kind
As
of
gross
pushing
as
your head
that
through the door.
sounds. Yeah.
Okay. You see a room in the back of the tower, and you can hear some conversation coming from that area. Are you going to approach it to try and see what they're saying?
Is there anybody
Yeah,
here?
I'll try and be quiet about it.
Well, that's pretty quiet.
Okay. As you sneak back, you overhear a male voice. Sounds winded. He is exclaiming to the Lord Protector about some attacks at some of the surrounding ranches around town.
Shit.
He reported orcs, small orc bands raiding some of the ranches. And she thanks him for the news, and she tells him to round up the 12 that are in the town and send them out to Merry Meadow Ranch and Broken Yoke Ranch to kind of gauge the threat and either repel the attacks if it's a small force, or report back if they need reinforcements. He gives her a yes, ma'am, and rushes out the door and kind of rushes right past you. Doesn't even really acknowledge that you're there.
I snap a quick salute. It runs by.
He just disregards you. He goes out, mounts up on his horse, and gallops off.
I stick my head in her office and ask, so you might need reinforcements then?
She says it's hard to tell. I just heard some frightening news. Are you offering services? Are you
Always.
a combatant? Do you have training?
The 6 of us are as fine as it gets.
I kind of crawl poke my head next to Marcus's. We do have experience with orcs.
She says, well, stay close. We'll either get, when they return, when a rider returns, we'll either hear that they've repelled the attack or we'll find out more information. I may have need of some additional hired hands.
All right. You can find us at the inn if you need us.
Will do. She thanks you for the offer. And she heads out of the office at a pretty brisk pace out to some of the outlying buildings around town.
Okay, so what happened, Marcus? What's going on?
So apparently there's orc attacks on outlying farms. So they're collecting, sounds like they're 12 best.
Well, the 12 is just the name of the guard. There might not be 12.
Could be literal.
I hope there's more than 12.
But not littoral. The coast is pretty far away.
Which way are the orcs
shall
coming
we-
from?
Apparently they're all around.
You heard them mention 2 ranch names, but you guys aren't familiar enough with the area to know where those would be.
Okay.
In the meantime, we can go and drink and play music while we wait for them to catch up.
Let's
Okay.
try not to cause a panic. We'll just go on about our business.
So you're going
Like I
back
said.
into the Tribor Arms,
Drink and play music.
your tavern.
Yes.
Good job.
Are you all following him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to that tavern.
I thought this was the tavern. This little building.
No.
No? Okay, I lied.
That's part of the other compound.
Okay.
Dave would know the tavern. He was
This is true.
breathing fire there. Okay, so as you guys are hanging out, having some drinks there, it's approaching noon, and around high sun, the town is shaken from its peacefulness by the screams of women and children, followed by a man yelling, "Giants, run!"
Oh, buggeration.
Oh God, what's going on?
except not goblins.
How far is this stuff from us? Where are we?
I'm sure we'll see them pop on the map momentarily.
You hear the panic coming from a little ways north.
As I'm on my way out my door, I go, remember, guys, heroes don't run away from screams.
As you guys are moving north up the square, you can see townsfolk running from their homes and businesses up the long road there and heading south past you. Dave, you would have noticed that before you started going west.
Sorry. You said north, so I went straight north.
North
Or,
on the map
right.
you're looking at is top right.
Right.
There's a compass up there to help you.
Eyes to the sky, looking for that floaty castle.
The fuck are we gonna do about it if we find it? The only person that can reliably get to it is Era, and I wouldn't send her alone.
I could always send word to Zephyros if we feel we may need him.
We have
I
ascending
would
with
do
him,
that
don't we?
now.
Before I send, where am I? Here I am. I'm gonna kind of fly up higher, see if I can get from an aerial view, like how far out whatever is coming our way, how far it is or anything. It's
So you're just gonna fly straight up.
Yeah, in that general area. I can head a little bit north. A little more up here, I guess, just to look out and see if I can get a count of how many giants might be heading our way or anything.
All right. So people, everyone but Era on the long road itself. You guys see. These front
Oh, fun.
and those two back there. Era, you also see those ones in the back.
So what are axe beaks?
Giant birds.
Terror birds.
So I assume those are riders on the birds.
Yes, those are orcs riding the birds.
Okay, so orcs are on the birds. What are
And
these?
you see these little guys along the sides.
So can I
Do
tell
we, or do only Era see those?
Only Era sees the little guys on the sides and the axe beaks in the back.
Okay.
And what's this front line of 5? Are those orcs?
No.
What are those?
I don't know, what are they?
Horog, is that what those are? I'm assuming.
Yeah, 5 orcs in front of us.
Orcish looking things.
Orcish things. Oh, great, guys. There's a lot of little vermin around the 2 giants, and we got 6 axe beaks coming in with riders.
It's a freaking army. All right. Long range shots and slowly back into town. Fight them among the buildings. We don't want to take this on all at once.
Find the bottleneck.
And that is where we will stop for tonight.
Before we stop, can I send a message to Zephyros?
Send a message to him.
I have sending. I can send a short message of 25 words or less to a creature with which you are familiar. Creature hears the message in its mind, recognizes you as the sender if it knows you, and can answer in a like manner immediately. You can send the message across any distance and even to other planes of existence.
Okay. What message are you sending?
25 words or less. Go.
I believe in you.
Attack on Tribor. Do I know what types of giants those are? Do I need to roll a check for that? Or do I know, are they hill giants? Are
You
they...
could just say giants attacking.
Roll an intelligence check if you want to know.
Giant.
I wasn't sure if it would matter to him or not, but where's intelligence? It's on my front screen. I don't know. Okay. So attack on Tribor. Giants attacking. So giants attacking.
That's 5.
With horde of minions. Yes. Assistance requested. And send. Bye-bye.
And click send.
Send. Away it goes. Mine to mine. Does Zephyros get my message? He gets my message. But I guess he doesn't have to respond.
Well, it's going to
Well,
happen in your
you can
mind
also-
if he
you-
does, so we won't hear it.
This would be the car alarm.
The fuck? Car alarm?
With us stopping now, Mike could. It's not yours. But let Mike dream up a response between now and next time.
Yeah. Speaking of, I don't have like a cast action for sending.
It just happens.
There's no mechanical effects, so it doesn't
Well,
need to.
Yeah,
There's
but
no
didn't you-
DC.
I know there isn't, but I thought for some of the other spells that don't have that, like Mike wanted it to still be able to show somehow in like the chat
For
screen.
casting sounds, but I haven't built a sound for that. so
Okay. Okay.
It's just for fluff.
Okay, I won't worry about it then. I don't remember ever rolling initiative.
We probably would for the next round.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't know if it saves your initiative properly if we close the session and rejoin, so we're just not worried about it right now.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, no point in rolling and then trying to plan your actions and then have it mess up.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that was...
Big battle next time, guys.
That's
Like,
gonna be spooky.
Freaking awesome.
All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see y'all next time. Bye!
Guys, we gotta kill 2 giants next time.
2 giants, 6 battle birds, and their riders, and